Neville is one of the greatest teachers and lecturers of all time in metaphysics related to imagination and feeling, related to creation, physical manifestation using the fourth dimension. So Neville Goddard is very, very inspirational in the use of the imagination to create the observed reality you desire. So whereas Neil Donald Walsh is more of a spiritual teacher, whereas Neville Goddard, I would say, moves more into the physical manifestation, less of spirituality. Still spiritual, yes, metaphysical, but Neil Donald Walsh talks about creating your reality through the perception of the soul's perspective instead of the mind's perspective. You know, understanding your oneness and your connection to God and spirit and source allows you to elevate to an enlightened state. But Neville, okay, so we want to be in that state. We want to experience this. But Neville allows you, through some of his most popular works, Power of Awareness, Feeling is the Secret, Awakened Imagination, Your Faith is Your Fortune, allows you to learn how to use all of that. He teaches you how to physically manifest through imagining yourself to be at the end result. So feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled, feel the sense of accomplishment, pride, joy, love. The more you imagine that, the more you become a vibrational match, the more you bring from the fourth dimension into the third. Neville Goddard, Neville, Goddard, Goddard. If you're new to Neville, start with Power of Awareness, one of the most profound. Urgency is such a creative energy. It is such a powerful energy. So let me show you what hesitation is real quick. So let's say you have a goal and you would like to achieve something in your life and, maybe buy a new house, make $1 million. You want to go on this trip with your family, but you really don't believe that it's possible. You're like, not me. I'll never do that. I'll never go on that trip. Maybe she can do it and maybe they can do it, but me, it'll never happen. And maybe you actually really, really believe you don't have the skill set to do it. You don't know how, whatever. So you have a desire, you have a goal, you might even set the goal, but in your mind, you're like, yeah, I doubt it. So what do? You hesitate. You hesitate on launching the business. You hesitate on rebranding the product. You hesitate on posting a Black Friday sale. You hesitate and you hesitate and you hesitate and you take your time and you're in a slow energy. You don't do, and you change your mind. You maybe do it. Maybe I'm not going to do it. And you're just in this kind of waiting period, not doing too much, right? So the reason you hesitate and the reason you don't do too much and the reason that you're in a waiting period and why you're being slow to take action is because of the beliefs that you hold around it. You don't believe it's going to work. You don't believe you're going to be successful. You don't believe you're worthy. You don't believe you're good enough. So the action and the energy that you're in is based on what you believe. So that's what I'm saying. Let's go back and let's change our beliefs about us. I believe that I'm powerful. I believe everything works. I believe that my offer is incredible. I believe that people buy it. I believe that it is powerful and important. My product changes lives. So then when you believe that, what's your energy like? Urgency. So now your energy is going to be like, oh, let's go rebrand the product. Let's go do a Black Friday sale. Let's go do this. Let's create a new course. Let's do a new offer. Let's talk about this. Go, 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 go. Here we go. We've moved out of hesitation and we've moved into urgency. So urgency comes from belief. Urgency comes from empowerment. And urgency is a creative energy, and it's so creative. The universe likes speed because of the energy that you do things in. So when you do things in that urgent energy, you take action, you go, you move every single day, you do something, you have consistency like this, and you go, the universe is like, oh, this woman knows what she wants. Oh, yes, I'm going to give you more of the same energy you're putting out. You want to take urgent action? I'm going to give you urgent results. Here we go. And so you get what you're putting out. Powerful. So you can feel the difference even in that as I'm saying it. So how we are, what we do, the decisions that we make, so important. Ask yourself, when am I not taking action? When am I delaying? When am I hesitating? When am I not doing things? When? It's creating more of what you don't want if you're doing opposite of what I just said. So I gave a beautiful, funny example on the last live event 2 months ago about how powerful manifestation is and how my daughters are very powerful manifestors. And I was actually really proud of her in her ability to manifest a Frenchie, because Reagan is, she wants a Frenchie so bad. At first it was 2. I've got her down to like just asking for 1, which is great. Blue World Frenchie with the blue eyes. She wants to call her Jasmine and her name would be Jazz. It's very cute. Yes, I know. And so Reagan is persistent and she's not giving up on this, right? So she's put her attention towards getting a Frenchie and she's like, 100%, I'm getting it. You know, she even says to me, I'm just going to go buy it, Mom. I said, how much is it? She's like, $6,500. Okay, Reagan. Frenchie's a dog. They're so stinking cute. Her manifestation is so powerful. She's sending me Frenchie videos. She's sending her dad Frenchie videos. She's sending me pictures. The energy is just there. So this is how I am with my manifestations. I get as close to them as I can. I get like kind of like obsessed with them, you know, like don't lose sight of it. Keep it coming. I'm not attached to it. So, you know, if you never get a Frenchie, you'll be okay. But anyways, so she keeps this manifestation energy going. Then I'm starting to, so at the last event I said, guys, I'm starting to want a Frenchie. Like I'm starting to actually believe I want a Frenchie because she's auto-suggesting it. She's affirming it so much to me. I'm allowing myself to be open now to the possibility of Frenchie. So now I'm like, oh, maybe Frenchie would be so cute. And like, imagine walking down to Malibu Beach with my little Frenchie with me. Like, wouldn't that be so cute? Anyway, so her manifestation is affecting me because I'm letting her manifestation affect me, right? So can someone else affect your manifestations if you let them? But I have these moments where I remind myself that I actually don't want one. I don't, guys. For a minute there, I thought I was convinced that I did. And then we go to her friend's house. I drop her off at her friend's house, Mason. And I get there and they just got a Frenchie puppy. It's all white. It's albino. It's the cutest thing. Its name is Mayo. Like Mayo's white. Anyways, so cute. I'm holding this thing and I'm like, wow, Reagan, you are powerful. You literally got me now holding a Frenchie thinking, come on, I got to get one, you know? So in that moment, I sent a picture to Chris. Chris is my co-parent, business partner, former spouse. Anyways, so I sent him a picture of me and Reagan with the Frenchie. He goes, you didn't get it. And I was like, I'm getting this thing. Like, I'm going to find one. Let's go. I was ready. Then Reagan comes home from her sleepover. All of her clothes that she came home in smell like pee. And then Shannon messages me and she's like, oh my God, this thing has peed all over everything. All over everything. Now, Deepika's telling me about her puppy eating glasses cases and all this. So thank you, universe, for reminding me of my power and that I do not want a Frenchie. And so Reagan can hold her manifestation all she wants, but I control the manifestation process in my own life and I control what I bring in and out. And so just like that, I remembered who I was, who I am, and took back the ownership and the power of that. So I don't believe that people can influence your manifestations unless you allow them to, unless you open your mind to it. But I believe that we can be so powerful, so strong that we can influence the world to allow us to align for our manifestations, right? In a positive way. And I believe that when you're manifesting for the good of all, that's when the easiest manifestations happen. And that's why I believe my manifestations and the way in which I've quantum leaped and collapsed time in my life so fast, so quickly, was because of the benefit to humanity, because of all the people that are growing, that are changing, that are elevating, the way in which the ripple effect is happening. It's for the good of all. So if you're manifesting just for the good of you, perhaps that's why it's resistive and perhaps that's why it's not coming. So yes, I put myself first. Yes, I do the internal work, but my actual purpose and my calling isn't about Kathleen Cameron. It's not. My ego, my personal mind likes the idea of a Malibu house. It gets my human moving. It gets my human taking action. It gets my human getting uncomfortable, but it's not the final out. The final outcome is to impact people, is to make a difference, is to know that my life here on this earth was substantial, that my life here made a difference, that it impacted people. And so I remind myself that I have that in the hard moment when my ego's telling me that maybe I didn't do enough or I haven't achieved enough or whatever it is that the ego will tell you. I just remind myself that I'm doing good work, that I'm impacting others in a beautiful way, and that this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. And that's a beautiful affirmation if you want to use it, if you want to steal it. Even if you're 20 years into business, believing that it's just the beginning is a very, very useful and beneficial belief to have. It keeps you in that I'm not running out of time energy. It keeps you detached from that. It keeps you detached from whatever's happened in the past. All of the beliefs that maybe it's taken too long or you didn't do enough or it hasn't been fast enough, it just goes away. I hope that you all have, over these past 3 days, have really got insight into how much this work really changes lives. One of the biggest quotes that I get all the time, I say it all the time, people say it all the time, is this shit works. The evidence and the proof, it is all around you. We're here to guide you and come alongside you as you make your dreams come true. And our belief and our faith will be the thing that will guide you until you have that faith and that belief in yourself. I think about Janet every single time I open enrollment. I think about Janet, and I never forget the first time I met her. They did a millionaire mastermind weekend. So it was, I think 6 or 7 of them in the millionaire program got together and we surprised them and showed up. And Janet was there and she was emotional. But one of the things that she said to me was that she absolutely loves when we open enrollment, when we enroll new clients into the millionaire program, because she said it gets her so emotional because she knows what is about to happen for them. And it's so profound and so powerful and so deep that it brings her to tears. It brings her to tears. That's coming from someone in our community that's experienced this. I mean, it is a life-changing thing. It makes me so proud that a program that I created that came through me, from God, through me, from my life experience. So I teach from experience, not from concept. That is what Neil Donald Walsh tells me over and over again. I teach from experience, not from concept. So what I've experienced in my life, the course and the program and the order in which it came through God. And it is a program of healing that helps people to quantum leap their life. And I'm honored that it is a vehicle for people to do that. It is not the solution. It is a solution that is done with you, not for you. This is the key. Sometimes people will come in and they will make a decision to enroll into a course or a program, and they think that the course or the program is going to do it, that the course or program is going to change them. The course or the program is the solution. And I don't want you going into it thinking that, because that is not the truth. This is a roadmap. This is a guide. This is a support system for you to grow. You with the course and the program, you with Diamond Academy, you doing the work is what makes the change. You're going to change. You're going to do the work, and you're going to love the freaking journey, and you'll cry along the journey because it's so beautiful. It has moments, of course, that feel uncomfortable. But as you get closer and closer to the light, the more and more fun you will feel and you will experience, and the joy and the love. What I can tell you is this isn't about just feeling better. This is about transformation. I have manifested in my life anything you could ever think of. I have manifested it and I have created it. Wealth, business success, even a separation of my marriage that has ended in such a beautiful state of love and joy. And I've also manifested the release of over 100 pounds in an all-natural way. I do not track. I'm not on a diet. I don't measure. I don't weigh. Nothing. I exist as an empowered woman who puts her health first. And so everything in my life shifts based on the decisions that I make. And so I get to be a beautiful example. And I have no problem going first. I will step out on that trail that has no pathway, and I will create a path for everyone to follow me. That's fine. And so what if you were like that yourself? This life is meant to be happy. It is meant to be free, and it is meant to be joyful. And the attainment of all of those things, the realization of it all, is through you. And once you stop searching for it outside of you and you find it within you, your entire life will change. I have experienced the highest of highs in the past 4 years and the lowest of lows. In May of 2022, I was in a hospital bed in the ICU with a chest tube and just had emergency lung surgery. And all I could think about was all the things I didn't do yet, all the things I didn't say, all the steps that I didn't take, and all the ways in which I didn't fully go for it that I wish that I had. And so now I feel like I have a new lease on life. So I go for it. I go for what I want, and I will not hold back on what I want to say. If I love you, I will tell you that I love you. If I want you, I will tell you that I want you. If I have a goal or a vision or an aspiration, I will go after it and I will do it, because this is the only one iteration in this body that I will have in this moment. But I also know that I cannot be hurt, I cannot be destroyed, and I cannot be impacted negatively. And so anytime my ego tries to tell me through fear, through worry, through doubt, I know where to tell it to go now. It is not real and it is not truth. And so it has given me the sense of freedom and the sense of joy to just go for it. So you are in a room full of people here that are going for it and that are seeing the fruits of their labor. Love is all there is. And therefore, joining us will take you upon a journey that will change the course of your life. Congratulations again. And if we can ever support you in anything, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. Be brave, be bold, be daring, and be a person who does, has, is, and knows. I love you all so much, so much. And I appreciate every kind word, every kind message, and we're here to lead and guide you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, everybody, and we'll see you when I see you. Thank you so much.